Live from Richmond Park, it's St Patrick's Athletic against Shamrock Rovers. Kickoff at 8
that central role at the moment. Nice little ball lifted over the top from Gaffney. This is Neil Ferrugia, swings one in. Not a bad ball either, over the head of Kenny. Here's another chance, however, for Shamrock Rovers. Low delivery this time, nice flick as well. Here's the chance! And just past the post when it's a big opportunity early on. Johnny Kenny on the end of it, just couldn't nestle it inside the post.
Oh, it's really sharp attack and play from Rovers. Neil Ferrugia, they're very hard for down this left-hand side. Put a brilliant ball into the back post about 30 seconds before this. Eventually got it back to his feet. This is very clever, just feeding it into the feet.
Had a really good start. Gaffney has been heavily involved as well, trying to hold off the challenge, but brilliant stuff from Jamie Lennon there. And now Levy taking Pats forward. He's got Lonergan on his inside. Still Levy going forward. He's inside the area. Here's the chance for Pats! Off the bar, it's still there. And eventually behind, it's gone for a corner kick, but how about that from St. Pat's? Almost breaking the deadlock here.
Oh, brilliant individual play from Cian Levy. Driving forward from that kind of central midfield position. Look at this, driving between those Rovers players. Even off his right foot, didn't hesitate. Just trying to generate as much power as he can in this position. So unlucky.
He caught it perfectly. Following year, he's back on his feet as Poon gets it down for Shamrock Rovers. Space here for Kenny if he can turn in time. Well, it's worked out okay. Here's Richie Towell. Towell with decision to make. Goes to the shot and followed in, but the flag is up. Gaffney thought he scored. So too do the Shamrock Rovers fans. But that one isn't going to count.
No, it's not. That was better from Richie Towell. Spoke about him a few minutes previously, taking one touch too many, allowing himself to be dispossessed. Made a quicker decision here, just got the ball out of his feet, got that shot off quicker, didn't he? Here he is, look. One touch. Really sweet strike, unfortunately straight at Dean Lyness, who spills it. Difficult to see from the angles where exactly Gaffney was in that offside position. Was very close.
Gaffney just holding off the challenge. Kenny's coming, trying to get involved. Johnny Kenny inside the area. Redmond's there, and he managed to get the shot in. And Lyness forced into the save. So Shamrock Rovers now probing. European football secure in the league as Gaffney now with some space to tear into here for Shamrock Rovers. Norman trying to stand him up. Gaffney goes for the shot. And again, Lyness down to save it. Similar to the first half, Gaffney with an attempt outside the area, but comfortable enough stop in the end.
Oh, smart play again from Gaffney. Yeah.
Finds himself in some traffic, but gets it out of that congested area. Now Kavanagh, loads of time to pick the ball in. It's a good one as well. Important defensive header, but it's still there for Shamrock Rovers. Watts gets it back across. Here's the chance, and it's in. Shamrock Rovers have their goal. Is that the goal to seal the title? Aaron Green celebrates. And Shamrock Rovers lead in Inchicore. 7 minutes left to play. And they can have one hand on the trophy now. They lead here at Richmond Park.
As the Rovers substitutes, making the impact that their manager would have wanted. Clinical bit of play from Shamrock Rovers. Looks as if the ball's headed clear here from Joe Redmond. Don't get it clear. What a ball that is. What a cross that is from Dylan Watts. Stood up to the back post. And the one surprise is Joe Redmond doesn't get his head on it for the first time in the game. I would have bet everything I had, every cent that I have in the bank, that'll be Joe Redmond heading that ball away. Couldn't quite shift his feet quickly enough though. And Green with all of that experience, just sliding in, just snipping.
Breslin. Forrester again. Owen Burke has it, and Graham Burke can seal it now. This would surely seal the title for Shamrock Rovers. Graham Burke with the chance. It's still Graham Burke, and Shamrock Rovers have done it. A second goal in Inchicore. A fourth league title in a row. The Shamrock Rovers supporters celebrate, so too do the players, and they now have their hands on a fourth league title in a row.
Let's hope Stephen Bradley isn't going to get red carded for another boisterous celebration. Cattle, look at that face. He's enjoying every minute of it, and rightly so. Quite emphatic victory in the end now for Rovers. Graham Burke chasing down Norman from this position. Never thought he was going to miss. Even there when he kept the ball close to his body, didn't panic, just made a good contact. That's why he was brought on the pitch, show that type of composure in those situations. in the end it's been reasonably comfortable for Rovers. Cal, you'd have to say that wasn't always the case for the majority of the game.
Concern, but he did manage to play on after picking up that knock in the second half.
Yeah, I think overall John Daly could be really pleased with his team's performance, but at the end of the day, Shamrock Rovers, it's their night. They've earned it over the course of the season. The team which finishes top of the league are the best in the league. It's as simple as that, and it's Rovers again.
Shamrock Rovers celebrate a 4th league title in a row. Stephen Bradley racing out onto the park here at Richmond Park to celebrate with his players. It's a huge achievement for the Hoops, who had their difficult times during this season, but you can see what it means to them to secure yet another league triumph. Goals tonight coming from Aaron Green and Graham Birkin. What was a pretty closely fought encounter for the most part, but the Hoops coming good late on. Shamrock Rovers the champions once again. The full-time score here at Richmond Park this evening. It's finished St Patrick's Athletic 0, Shamrock Rovers 2. Shamrock Rovers the champions.